Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Longboard. Longboard is a game published by 25th Century Games and designed by the great Dr. Rainer Knizia. Plays 2 to 4 players in, 20 to 30 minutes. Probably pretty true. It's a quick little game. And effectively, the theme of this game is you are, I don't know, does it even have it in the book? Do they even care? It's a beautiful day on the beach and the surfers are cut out shopping. Surfers are out shopping for new boards. Create the coolest and biggest longboards to establish your surfboard-shaping shop as the best in town. Really what that means is you're going to be getting cards and you're going to be trying to play cards of a certain color, boards, from low number to high number to score points for stickers. That's it. It has some really interesting mechanisms on how you're going to be doing that. You're going to be taking some actions that are going to let you do that, and there's even some stealing from people, which is interesting for a Knizia game. So that's enough talking about it. Let's go on the table. Check it out. All right, so here's a game of Longboard, all set up for 2 players. To set up, you're going to shuffle all the cards that have the boards on the back that say Longboard. Flip 2 face up into the reserve for each player, so I've done that. Shuffle the objective cards, flip out 4, and then you're going to have the beach cards just set off to the side. And they're basically going to be used as markers for when you shape a board, and we'll get into that. All right, so the way this game works is, on your turn, you're going to take one of 3 actions. You're either going to draw a card, put it in your reserve, take a card from your reserve and start a board, so sliding it from here down to here, or take a card from someone else's reserve, but you have to take a card lower than what you give them. So say I wanted that 1, I give them this 2, but then I have to use this 1 immediately to start a board. Okay, so that's what we're trying to do. What we're trying to do is we're trying to build boards starting with low numbers and then either equal or higher up to get as many stickers as we can on that board. We're also trying to meet these goal cards here. And in a 2-player game, once someone has 4 boards shaped and at least one of them is 7 cards long, you can choose to end the game if you would like. All right, so let's talk about the game. Let's play the game. So this player will go first. I get 2 actions. I can do the same one twice or different actions. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to flip a card. Then I'm going to go ahead and flip another card. Why not? All right. So this is going to get, I'm going to try to overlap some of these because I don't want to run out of room here. So we have a 4 and a 6. All right. And this player has a 1 and a 5. All right, now it's their turn. They're going to flip a card. And then they're going to bring this 1 down and get started on a board. All right, so that was our 2 actions. My turn, I'm going to flip a card, have an 8. Yuck. I'm going to go ahead and bring down this 2 and start a board. All right, their turn. They're going to draw a card, a 6. They're going to draw another card, and they have a 5 blue. All right. I'm going to flip a card, 2 blue. I'm going to go ahead and start another board. So I have a 2 red and a 2 blue that I have started. Their turn. They'd really like to get some lower numbers here. A 5. Ooh, and a 1. And they can't start that one yet, though, because they took the 2 actions. Done. And I think I'm going to flip 1. I got a 4. Let's see. I'm going to flip another one. I got a 6. All right, so these are wilds. They have no stickers, but they can go on any color board. So keep that in mind when I'm flipping stuff out. This player's turn, they're going to bring down their 1 to start another board, and then they'll flip a card. They have a 1 red, which is good. All right. So I'm going to flip a card. Got a 3 red. I'm going to play that 3 red right there. All right. Back to that player. They're going to bring down the 1 red. So action number 1. And then flip a card. All right. My turn. I'm going to flip a card. And I'm going to bring down this 4 onto this one. All right. Their turn, they're going to bring down the 2. And then I think they're going to flip another card. They got a 4. All right, I actually want that 4, so I'm going to give them this 6. Because I have to give them a higher card, and I'm going to take the 4. And I'm going to put the 4 right there. That's one action. Trading and then playing the card is one action. And then I'm going to go ahead and play this 5 right there. So now I have a shape board. When you get a shape board, you do this so you know that you have a shape board. And that one's positive points. Any board at the end of the game that is 1 is worth -2. Any board that's 2 or 3 is worth -1. So right now, this is how the game ended. These will be worth negative points. This player's turn, they're going to flip red 5, and I think, man, they need some low numbers real bad. They're going to flip another one. 8. Let's move these up a little. All right, back to me. I will flip a card. Oh, blue 3, that stinks. So I'm going to play this 6 here. I don't want to use all these wilds. That's silly. Use no wilds. Yeah, I don't want to do that. So I took a 3. Let's take another one. And a 7. All right, their turn. They're actually going to just play this 5 here. And then they're going to draw another card. A 3. All right. Back to me. I'm going to get a 4 and a 7. All right. Back to this player. They're going to draw a card. Ooh, they're going to use that 1. So they drew a card and they have a 1 starting a new board. All right. They're in business. Back to me. I'm going to flip a card. I got a 6 green. I don't want that. I'm just going to go ahead and play these 7. I'm going to play this 7. Probably not smart, but we'll make it work. All right. This player, again, this is the reserve. These are the boards that I'm actually working on, but I stacked them for the sake of camera. Let's go ahead and they want to play this 3. And then they're going to trade me an 8. No. They're going to trade me a 6 green for the orange 4. And they're going to play that right now. And when you're trading cards, you can trade multiple cards to the person, but you can only ever take 1 card. All right, back to my turn. Play this 7. So that's closed. Has a shape board. Then I'm going to play draw 1 card. I got an 8. All right. Back to that player. They're going to go ahead and play both of these. So one action is playing the 5. One action is playing the 6. And that is a shape board. All right, and that's how the game's going to keep going. We're going to keep playing like that until one of 2 things happens. Either someone gets 4 shape boards and one of them has 7 cards and then they decide to end the game, or you can keep playing until the deck runs out and that will end the game. Once the game is over, we are going to do some scoring. First thing we're going to do is we're going to score the stickers on our board. So we'll go through all of our boards, find the stickers. So this one would be worth, if this was the end, this will be worth 1 because it's 1 sticker, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. So you count up all that. Then you're going to lose points for all of your incomplete boards. So this will be -2, this will be -1. And then whoever has the most, the largest number of shape boards, so whoever has the most boards of 4 or more would get 5 points. So in this case, it would be me. I would get 5 points. And whoever has the longest board, and I think in this case it would be that one, they would get 5 points. And then we're going to score all of the goal cards. So yellow board with the most cards, we'd look there, which I'm assuming this is yellow, even though it says orange, but yeah, so this one, that would be them again. They would get 3. Use no wilds on any board. So this, I could get that one. They could get that one. Oh no, they would be the only one to get that because they don't have any wild. So they would get 3. Green board with the most cards. Neither one of us have a completed green board. And then red with the most cards. That would be me because I have a red, even though it has wilds. So I would get those points. And then after all that is done, add up the scores. Whoever has the most points is the winner. And that's how you play longboard. Let's go to the top, see what we think about it. All right, well, that was longboard. So let's talk about the components. The cards are really nice. They're not linen finish, I don't believe, but they're nice quality. They're easy to shuffle. The boards are really easy to distinguish. Again, I don't know about color blindness. They might have different patterns. They do have different patterns. So even if you're colorblind, I think you can see different patterns on the back of the board. So you can see the colors. Stickers, they have images, but who cares? You're just trying to count the stickers. These cards, these are the beach cards. They literally serve no purpose other than showing when somebody has a shaped board, which is kind of nice to look at a glance. There's a pile of objective cards. You're only going to use 4 every game. And I think there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of them. So there's a lot of variety there. So components are fine. The box is pretty nice. I like the art. I like the art in the box. That's the majority of the art is on this box. So yeah, the components are good. Card quality is good. That's all this game is a card game. Now let's talk about the game. So this is a Reiner Knizia game. And this game feels like some other Reiner Knizia games. And what that means is playing cards down in numerical order. There's a big one of his biggest games, Lost Cities, does this. But in that one, you're only allowed to make a pile of each color. And there's 4 or 5 different colors depending on which board you're playing. But on this one, you can have as many open boards as you want. I could have 5 blue ones if I want to. The trick is there's not going to be 5 of every number for you to make that board. So you're going to be trying to get the wild. You're going to be trying to make sure that you can at least get 4 cards to close that board and score points. The stealing is interesting. Well, yes, you're stealing from somebody's reserve. You're also giving them a card that's higher than the card you're taking, which is a nice little bonus. Like if I really wanted a 1 and I have a 6, I'm going to give you a 6. But now I get to use that 1 to start another board, which is good for me. But that 6 might be great for you. So, you know, it's kind of a cool give and take, and I enjoy that. So it's not the deepest game in the world. It's not the most complex game in the world, but it is fun. And the reason I wanted to cover this is because this was on, I think, my anticipated games of Gen Con or something like that, because it looked fun. It was an interesting theme, and I like Dr. Knizia. So now that I finally have it and got to play it, had to cover it. So I like it. It's not knocking my socks off. It's not setting the world on fire. But it is a game that I would like to play more and more to discover the nuance, because Dr. Knizia games, the more you play them, the more you can see how deep they are. They seem like a lot of like luck at the beginning, or you know, for the first couple of plays, but then when you really get into it, it starts to open up with how deep they really are. And I think that's where this one will eventually get for me. Even though it's not like my favorite game in the world, it's still going to get a BGM Accept the Seal. It's going to get a 7 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 3.5 out of 5 wrenches. On an arbitrary wrench scale, that means absolutely nothing. But we like to give it the games that we enjoy, and that's what I'm going to do. So that is Longboard from the great Dr. Reiner Knizia and 25th Century Games. And I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics. And as always, keep gaming.